ESP Real Talk Football TV podcast, the Premier League debate show. We got Tobias, we got 1906. Like, comment, and subscribe. You can watch us on YouTube and you can watch us on Twitter. First thing, we'll go straight into it. Bit of a mad one. Just breaking news that Ranieri, shock horror, has been sacked from Watford. 1906, shock? Or
No. I don't know what them Watford directors are after. If it's like they're looking to get into a top four, I don't know. Get into Europe, I really don't have a clue. But why would you take that position anyway as a manager? It's a poison chalice.
But I think with Watford, they actually give you money. They give you the right tools to keep them up. It's like Abramovich, but the opposite side of the opposite side of the table. You have the tools, just make sure you stay up. And if we see any sort of chink in some sort of armory that they don't see you staying up,
it ain't even a chink, it's just dust settling on your armory. Do you know what I mean? No chink. You don't need a chink to get sacked from Watford. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. I mean, you're taking that just for a bit of money and running off. You know what the situation is before you take that role. You know, you're in it for about, half a season, tops. Tops.
You look at Watford, I think they've over 13 managers since, is it the Pozzoli family?
They've got a squad together for managers.
It's the Pozzo family.
Pozzo family. And they mostly go for Flores. Flores has been the manager of Watford about 5 times.
I was just about to say that. They'll probably go back to old and trusted.
Yeah.
They'll go back to old and trusted.
Full circle.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think they get the tools. I think it's a bit unfair, but they just school American, Italian way. Just sack them. You know what I mean? Like, just forget it. They'll go through the whole managers throughout the league and again, but they'll continue to do it because they know someone will take the job.
100%. 100%.
I mean, you don't see Ole turn up there, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, mate. But the thing is as well, you look at Watford. Watford have got the tools going forward, staying up. You look at Emmanuel Dennis, you look at Sarr when he's fit. A manager should keep them up. And I think what it is that you lose to Norwich, it's the death of you. You're done. Because Norwich, to me, are one of the worst Premier League sides in Prem history. They're terrible. I think they're awful.
I said to you, I said, Shaq, if you play Norwich, your game starts from 3-0 up. You have to score 3 minimum playing Norwich. Get some goal difference going. Do you know what I mean? You have to. If you don't score less than 3, then I don't know, you're as bad as.
Because you look at with Everton, Agent Rafa got sacked for losing to Norwich.
Yep.
Ranieri's got sacked losing to Norwich because every chairman gone.
Ranieri was a weird appointment anyway.
Yeah, it was weird.
Don't get me wrong, he won the league with Leicester, but he was you knew where he was going to go. Yeah. They need to just hire Big Sam. That's perfect.
I could see that. I could see that happening.
Because he doesn't want a long-term project.
That's true. That's true.
You pay him big, he'll keep you in the league.
100%.
Go and get big. That's what you want to do. Keep in your league. Go and get Big Sam.
100%.
With them erratic players as well. With Dennis and
Sarr, he loved. I'm telling you. You know what? Big Sam. That's a big shout. That's a great shout. To be fair, he's rubbing his hands because Big Sam. He's going to say, "Listen, I want this amount of money. And I want at least 2 mil if I keep him up." That's it. And then within a year, you can sack me.
He's ringing Watford. He ain't even waiting for the call. He's ringing them.
But that could be a great shout, to be fair. I think if Big Sam goes to Watford, he keeps him up, to be fair. He keeps him up. Keeps him up.
You got to get someone that knows the league, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
Right now, I don't think you can risk, again, going on your third manager in the Prem for an Italian or Spanish coach.
No, you can't.
I mean, that's risky. If that's what you want to do, stay in the league. You don't want to spend any money, or you're happy with free transfers. Go and get Big Sam.
100%.
He'll just sign Andy Carroll because Andy Carroll's on
He's on free. Andy Carroll's come on. Andy he's on the break. Come on.
No, he's yeah, you going old school. Tom Cleverley with their awful techers just whipping in balls like Hendo to the back post.
Mate, I'm telling you. No, that keeps him up, man. That's quality. Oh, mate. Oh, I feel sorry for Watford. They've got a task because I feel if they do get relegated, they're a team where other clubs will look at their players and slap them really quick. You look like Emmanuel Dennis. You look at Sissoko will get a move. Sarr will get a move. Cleverley will get a move.
No, you're looking at Dennis and Sarr. I can't see anywhere.
Cleverley gets a move.
They've still got Cathcart, isn't it?
Yeah,
Cleverley gets a move. Cleverley was in the championship with him last time, wasn't he? Where's Cleverley going?
He'll go up to the next team that comes up.
Yeah, I was thinking.
The only person that I can see signing Cleverley is Sean Dyche.
Burnley. They're going down, aren't they?
He would love a Clevs. No, he would love Tom. I don't know. I don't think he's now done that. They're going down. Their relegation is like top 4.
100%. You don't know, and I think if there's one team to climb out of it, it's Burnley because you can trust them to an extent. You know what you're going to get from a minute. You can trust them. You can't trust the rest.
But Sean Dyche just needs to replace Woods and he's got to do it with, I don't know, something similar to Woods in how they play.
Tobias, I think that type of style is dead now. That's why he's got Maxwell Cornet. He needs pace. He's got away with it for so long, and that team is getting old now. It's been together. They're still relying on Ashley Barnes, Tarkowski, Ben Mee,
Tarkowski's going to
Charlie
go
Taylor,
Newcastle because his contract's up at the end of the season, isn't it?
Yeah,
if they can get money for him. I don't know.
I think their luck's running out. Burnley. I think they've had it.
But he's worked miracles, though.
He has.
Spending no money.
100%.
He's worked absolute miracles.
100%. They're a championship club, really. And they've been punching above their weight.
Dwight McNeil's and Cornier is the only one you sort of.
Dwight McNeil, I like him. I've always said I like him.
That's what I mean. The team's got. If you look at McNeil now, you look at Cornier.
Yeah, Cornier's a player.
Tarkowski, Ranieri, Woods, Pope.
You Pope the keeper. Yeah, you know what?
Haven't got the worst team.
To be fair, you know what? If Burnley get relegated, I wouldn't be surprised it goes like a Sunderland, gets relegated again, because that team will get raided.
Yeah.
Their big boys will get raided
for the next few years.
I wouldn't be surprised to get relegated again. That team's going to get raided. I mean, everyone will get raided from there because with Burnley, they've got players that know the league and you can trust them. You're not going to get 9s and 2s. You're going to get solid 6s.
Even like Westwood will get a move because
Westwood will get a move.
Westwood's a problem.
They've got a few bad, to be fair. They've got a few bad.
Scraping.
Yeah. Ranieri, good luck. And Watford, it's looking peak for you lot. All right. 1906 is a title race back on. Liverpool beating Palace 3-1. I'll go a little bit into it. For the first 30 minutes, I think it was the best football we've played this season. We were ridiculous. We popped them off the park. We scored 2 goals. And it felt for me, it got too easy. And they just... I don't know what... It was weird. It's like their legs went, literally. And
legs went, heads went, everything. So, I mean, the passes, incomplete, crazy tackles. There was nothing. The back four looked like, they've never played before.
Yeah, it was mad. And the thing is, I know you're going to say it, but, the person who started off the trigger of the literally, it just went like a cancer, was Matip. He just started doing some mad passes, and it just started it off.
I saw the one he passed to someone in the crowd, I think 4th tier. Side of the pitch. I don't know who that ball was to. I think he's like, I don't know if Klopp's getting in his head and saying, keep driving forward. Put them 30, 40-yard passes through. I mean, try and pick out. He needs specs. He needs glasses, that boy. And then bow-legged running going on as well. You know how I feel about Matip already. It makes me nervous.
No, Matip's ledge. Go on, Tobias. You can say something.
Yeah, it's pressure, isn't it? Now he feels like he's got to do something outside the box because he's got people vying for his position. Kanate. And in fairness, Matic, he's been playing well. You can't deny him. When Van Dijk wasn't playing too great, Matic was there. Matic really has been your best defender this year.
100%. I've been telling 1906 this from the start. He's not having it.
He has been.
I've been looking at reruns. I still can't see it. No, he has been solid. No, he has been solid. He has, and I can't deny that. But lately, there's 3-4 mistakes a game in him.
Yeah,
and they're costly.
Yeah. But he's been getting like little niggles though, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think it's time for him to have a rest there. Yeah, it's time for him to have a rest.
He's damn right.
But the thing is, well,
partnership, isn't it? Matip carries and Van Dijk plays the diags. So
it works. It's a good, it's a good balance. But 3-1. If we had this show yesterday, I'll be going crazy in the sense of, that was terrible, blah blah blah, tear. But if you look at the bigger picture, 1906, Liverpool have played 3 games in basically 72 hours, beating Brentford, then playing Arsenal, and then playing Palace. With no Salah and Mane, we've navigated no losses, all wins, and other players have stepped up. And that's why I've been telling you about the transfer window. That's why Liverpool won't buy anyone. The players have stepped up. Fabinho scored 4 goals. Oxlade-Chamberlain's got a couple. And now
he's come back in. I mean, I didn't expect that one.
But that's what I'm saying. Players have stepped up, and then now we're not going to play a game until Salah and Mane are back. Now we've navigated January, and we've won every game, and now we're 9 points behind City with a game in hand.
True.
Is it on?
We've done that, but it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been. The games have been ugly. All of that without Mane and Salah. I ain't even going to say Bleat and Keita because I don't know. He's just missing.
You see the goal he scored in AFCON, man.
Oh, worldy, but
who couldn't? I could put some shots on.
Not that
goal.
Left come on.
Right at the top bins.
Yeah, but I didn't expect. Do you know what? I thought without them we were going to struggle. Well, I thought we were going to struggle because I couldn't see. All right, Minamino comes on. I mean, he had a shocking game. One game he came on, and he was all over the place. But I couldn't see him doing it. I just couldn't see. Do you know what I mean? Us winning comfortably, looking good on the ball like how we do. So then I'm looking at the back and I'm looking at Matip and Van Dijk trying to look extra cool and everything else and everything he does. And I'm thinking, there's a mistake in him as well. So I didn't see it. But we got through January, as you say. So
with a fighting chance.
9 points, I'll say it's on. And everyone's fighting now. I mean, did you expect City's result? Well,
there you go. We're going to come to that. So literally, Liverpool, 9 points, game in hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's Man City, and Man City are ridiculous. But if Chelsea were 9 points ahead and we had a game in hand, you'd be speaking that we can catch them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There you go. So
without doubt.
No matter what, it's a tough one. But I think if you're a Liverpool player, you're thinking game in hand 6 points, and we've got to go to the Etihad. We have to win there, to be fair. No draw. We've got to win there to have any sort of chance. But it's still a big ask. But it's still on. It's still on. And while I'm talking about the transfer window, Liverpool not buying anyone, hardly none of the big boys buying anyone. If Liverpool bought someone outside the top 6, if they had to buy someone in the Prem, who would you buy? One player.
One.
No one from Arsenal, Man United.
No.
Chelsea,
it'll be a toss-up between. Because I do think we missed out on Coutinho. I really do. Do you know what I mean? For what he could bring, do you know what I mean? Going from Bayern to Barca, all that kind of stuff. For what he could bring to it, I think, do you know what I mean? It wouldn't be a bad buy. But also Declan Rice.
He's part of the. Are you in top 6?
Yeah, they're not the traditional. Oh, so you go for I like Declan Rice. He's an upgrade. He's a better version of Henderson. But they want silly money for him both.
Oh yeah, but if I could get one, it'd probably be Declan Rice. Rice.
All right, Tobias, if you could buy one player for Man United,
we need someone that can defend and pass the ball. We need a midfielder that can pass the ball.
Mhm.
Please,
Yeah.
I'm praying for a midfielder that can just pass a ball. Neves.
Yeah.
We need someone that can pass the ball in the midfield. It is frustrating.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go. I used to kill Carrick. Oh my God, Carrick would. I would pray for a Carrick right now. Like dream of Carrick. Unless it wasn't because Carrick wasn't a good player. It was just standards at the time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Neves for me.
Neves. Yeah, if I was going to pick, you know what, last few weeks, actually, 2-3 weeks, I've been watching new Ruben Neves, and I thought he's playing like really, really well. And I was thinking that for Liverpool, because I'm looking at Liverpool's now. Well, I had Rafinha in my head, but if we couldn't get Rafinha, I would actually go look at Ruben Neves. Reason being is that watching the Chelsea. I know that. Wait, let me finish. Watching the Chelsea, the Crystal Palace game, I just feel when I watch Liverpool, we have no one bar Thiago who can control the tempo of a match. When I watch Liverpool, it's too ping pong. It's like basketball. It's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And when I'm watching teams get through us, they're not even doing stuff. They're not even doing anything to actually build up and actually put pressure on us. We put pressure on ourselves because we can't control the ball. And I feel with Henderson there now, his legs are gone and he's not the best at controlling the game. And what Alden used to do, he never used to control the game, but he used to get the ball in tight areas and hold it, get fouls. And we've missed
Ronaldo was so underrated.
Come on. He was built for our team.
Yeah.
He might not be built for PSG, but he's built for Liverpool for what we do. And I like Ruben Neves. But if you want Ruben Neves, you've gone for Ruben Neves. I'll take Rafinha all day long. All right, we're talking about Man United. Man United favourites for top 4, Tobias. 2 wins on the spin. I thought it was a good win against West Ham. Didn't play the best, but at least you lot tried to win. West Ham looked like they were playing for a draw for some reason. They didn't offer nothing.
I think that's the difference. So I think that this time around he went for the win, and he knew the draw wasn't good enough. The draw was not good enough. Like I said, draws you might as well lose the game certain time. So we needed to do what we can do to win. Favourites for the top 4? No, because I believe that Conte's a better manager, a more of an elite manager, and if he does get to do business, some sort of business, like I'm hearing that he might be signing Traore.
Yeah, they're closing in on Traore.
I'm not massive on Traore. If he goes to Conte, Traore is going to be an absolute
problem. I was thinking the same. Imagine that front three. Kane, Son, and Traore on the break.
If Conte gets Traore, it's problems because he will fit him into his style.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Perfectly. And he will make him into a better player defensively and offensively.
Yeah, and tactically as well.
So I feel like really you're looking at Tottenham because they've got the games in hand. I know they haven't played the games, but if we don't sign anyone, if we don't sign a midfielder, at least I can't do it. I'm not going to say his name anymore because we don't. I accept now that he's never going to play regardless of, even if I was the manager, apparently, because Van der Beek must be awful. Yeah, so there's no point in wasting time saying give Van der Beek a chance. It's a waste of time now. He's done. He's done at it. Like, we've killed his career. I think we got him when he was 23. He's like 25 now. Like that was horrible what we've done to him. So we might as well. We're sitting on so many assets. So I don't get Man United. Like you don't want Van der Beek. Sell him.
Yeah. 100%.
What is the problem? Like if you're not looking to play him, sell him.
Yeah, 100%.
Lingard, sell him. Just sell these guys.
Yeah.
You're just sitting on matter.
But the money you spent to buy the players you got, you have to be favourites. Like no one can bring off. Not even Liverpool can bring off players like off the bench like Rashford and Martial. And that to me, that's the difference. Like you're bringing off quality. You're bringing off quality and bringing on quality. No matter what you say, no matter what you say about Rashford and Martial, they are game changers in the sense of when they're on it, they can cause any team's problems. So you must be favourites with the money you spent.
I've always been fans of Martial and Rashford. I've always been gassing them, but I feel sorry for them in terms of the management they've had and the coaching that they've had because they haven't been able to develop. If they had Pep, Klopp, Conte, they would have been twice the players that they are now.
Yeah.
Problem being is, again, it's the round pegs in square holes thing. For me, Martial, like at the minute, the way your Ranieri's looking to play, Martial suits that system better than Rashford, because Martial will look. We've got Ronaldo. People will say he's a hindrance. I myself will say Ronaldo's Ronaldo. If you've got him, he will score you goals
100%.
if you get him the service. But with Greenwood and Rashford on either side of him, and a midfield two that can't pass the ball, and then you've got a Fernandes who's more of a goal scoring midfielder, then where's that supply coming from?
Yeah.
So Martial is smart enough, and he doesn't take these 40, 50-yard shots like Rashford does and Greenwood. So you've got to have players that are willing to create for Ronaldo. Hence the reason like people like Elangler's getting a chance.
I like him, to be fair.
Yeah, he's good. He's decent. But how can you're looking at Elangler, but we've got Sancho.
But Sancho just looks like he's fell off a cliff. He doesn't. Like, there you go. We were talking about
early in the season.
Go on.
I screamed it early in the season that he just looks a shadow of himself. I don't know what it is, whether it's personalities or what. Because come on, you can't say he's not got ability. At the minute, he doesn't even look like he has ability.
Has he been given a fair crack?
Yes,
I reckon he has.
Minutes.
Yeah. Since Solskjaer's left, especially, Ranieri's given minutes.
I just can't see. Do you know? I thought Sancho coming out was going to be the buzzword. I think it was going to be the name on everyone's lips this season, and quite easily forgotten.
But is it
forgotten about?
But is it with Sancho that he's come into a team that doesn't really have an identity? For one, two, when he was at Dortmund, he was in a possession-based team and a team that dominated most of the ball, bar maybe when they played Bayern Munich. And three, I look at Man United; they're still a counter-attacking team. So they've got a lot. If you look at their forward players, even Ronaldo's still got pace. But if you look at their wide players, they're all rapid. When I look at Sancho's not quick. I thought he was quicker than that. He's not quick. So when Man United want to transition very quickly, they can't if he plays because he wants the ball.
Yeah,
the others are good.
Play football. The biggest thing about it is we haven't got a midfielder to play football with. You know, to play good football, that's why we get popped off. Look at Wolves. Who's their midfielder? Neves and Moutinho.
Controlling midfielders.
Basically, not an athletic bone in either their body.
Yeah,
but they dominate games.
Yeah, they'll pop you off the park.
So if you've got it in the wide areas, it doesn't matter. If you've got people that can actually play the game and dictate from the center of the park, Sancho would work. But if you don't have it, it's pointless.
I hear you. All right, 1906. You had to pick your top four. What's the top four this season?
Liverpool.
Liverpool win it, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, go on.
City. No, because I started off with City at the start of the season. No, I think City, because, I don't know, I can't see him dropping much. Liverpool, Chelsea, and I'm going to go West Ham.
West Ham, yeah?
Yeah.
You think West Ham will do it?
I don't think
the thing is, I think they've had their dip. When they're going to. I think they'll probably go all in. I think they've got it in them. See them at the end of the season.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tottenham.
You should put a tenner on that, mate.
United. I don't know. I think there's the inconsistency and everything and the expectation. I don't know. I can't see it. I can't see it. I see lots of draws, all that kind of thing. But I think, West Ham. I don't know.
I think West Ham against Man United were poor. They disappointed me. I think Man United were there for the taking. They just didn't turn up.
I just look at some of their games during the season. I think, okay, there's something about them. There's something in that team. Something in that team that just think possibility. I don't know. So I'm going to go stick my neck out and go West Ham.
All right, Tobias, top four.
I'm going to go basically, same top four as I went start of the season, but different.
Oh yeah, you said Liverpool come fourth, didn't it?
I only said that. Because I thought they would finish third. And if it was between us and you lot to go third, then Jesus Christ, it was always going to be you. But yeah, it's just I'm going for Man United, even though I should never bet on Man United because they always let me down. And it will probably be Tottenham, but I'll go with us. I think I just go with us. I'm not even going to say anything more. We're so
unfaithful.
We're so bad. We're so bad right now. Like you're talking about yourselves playing. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Winning is all that matters.
100%. That's what it comes down to.
You play great football and lose 1-0. Who cares?
Yeah, 100%.
You play crap and you win. Your mood's totally different. You know, like it doesn't matter. Like I woke up the next day, whether we've been playing poor, just thinking, yes, like
we got 3 points in the bag.
Yeah, 3 points in the bag. And that, against West Ham for us, it's a massive result, isn't it? And against in the way Arsenal and Tottenham are going, Tottenham's games in hand, etc., etc. It was a must-win game. So we've been playing crap since Ranieri. I don't think Ranieri has had half a performance out of us at best.
I think the 25 minutes at Aston Villa was decent.
His first game.
Yeah. His first game, but they played Palace, didn't it?
Yeah, his first game, first half. I was thinking, yes. Yeah. And other than that, dead. Dead. Yeah, first half against Villa. Not too bad, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's scary times, man. I watch us and I just think, this is so bad. So bad. And then we need to win, and I'm just like, thank God for that. Let's move on. Let's get out of here.
Oh, mate. Personally, I think top four will be City will just win it. I think Liverpool are going to run them close. I actually got a feeling they're going to run them close. I think they're saying, Klopp was saying, after the international break, everybody will be fit. So it'll be a full strength squad. Everybody will be back. I think we'll run them close. The key is, next 3 games, Liverpool have got Leicester at home, Burnley away, Norwich away. If we can nick 3 points and see in the next 3 games, Man City nick a draw or get a draw in them games, 2 wins and a draw, we've cut it again. But it all comes down to, if we're still 6 points behind City, it comes down to the Etihad. Like it did 3 years ago. Was it 3-4 years ago when we lost 2-1? It's going to come down to that. Because I think if we go 6 points behind them and beating them at the Etihad, then flipping it. Then it's on. But we're on life support because we have to be like City and maybe rack off 12 wins on the spin. And that. With that midfield, if Thiago don't stay fit, it's going to be tough. But
to be fair, if Chelsea didn't win yesterday, they could have been falling off a cliff.
Oh, they'll be looking behind you, man. They'll be looking. 100%.
There wasn't much in it at all. I was like, wow.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Them draws will kill you.
Draws kill you. 100%. They do. So I'll go Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and I'm going to go for Wolves. I'm going for Wolves.
You're going for Wolves?
I'm going for Wolves. I think Wolves are flying, and I think with Wolves, they've got a game in hand over Man United. They play Man United. Man United have got to go to Wolves. And if they win their game in hand, they're 1 point behind Man United. And I think the game after that is actually Man United versus Wolves. So I just think if Wolves can win that, and the way they're playing, Wolves' problem is that they don't score enough.
Yeah.
They're defensively really good. Their squad is fit, but they got no Europa League. If they can keep everybody fit, I believe they've got half a chance, to be fair. Like, if I'm a Wolves player, I look at the rest. Everybody's been inconsistent. I think Man United are favourites for fourth because of the squad. But I just think if there's going to be a surprise this year, I think it'll be Wolves.
That's a bit sweet. I couldn't really hate if it was.
It's a bit of Wolves.
But their strikers, I was hoping for more from Fabio Silva.
Yeah.
He needs to go on loan somewhere. Maybe he come to England too early.
Yeah, he's only 18.
Yeah, send him back. Especially Wolves as well. Come on, he's living in Birmingham Wolves and that. Forget
it's
that.
true.
Like, you are killing him. No, you should be.
That's dark.
No, and the thing is with Wolves as well, they're so the thing is with Wolves as well, they're the team where if Traoré does leave, they've got some sort of Portuguese someone up their sleeve, because I don't believe they're going to let Traoré go and bring someone in. They may be getting some guy from Porto or something like that.
Yeah, you know he's coming from
some Portuguese guy who's doing a madness in the Portuguese league. So I think they're letting him go for a reason, and I think they're bringing in somebody. Plus maybe Pedro Neto's maybe coming back as well, and I think he's
and they got that Trinco, haven't they? That on loan from Barca.
Yeah,
he's good player. They're probably end up signing him, and I think probably that's more or less the route, because Barca need money, so Barca will start selling everyone.
Yeah,
and that's the next season as well. So
100%, but it's top 4 and relegation is hotted up. Anyone can get it. And it's hilarious because I said 2 weeks ago I think Arsenal were favourites, and they fell off a cliff. You can see the fans are going at Arteta again. So it's so funny.
Hilarious.
They are hilarious.
They learned their lesson, though, innit?
They're so delusional, flipping it. They're the most delusional fans I've ever seen.
I mean, when they win three on the bounce, it's like, yeah. You know what I mean? We turn the corner. We're going to get in Europe top 4. It's on the horizon. Blah, blah, blah. Who knows? We might even rattle second place. All of that.
They were talking title challenge at one point.
What exactly?
I think it was before they played you guys in the league. Yeah,
they were 5 points behind us. If they won, there would be 2.
You look at them there on their AFC chat.
No, it's hilarious.
My gosh.
You know what it is with Arsenal though? That new player bounce has died out.
Yeah.
And now, like, the fans have started again, and no, because they're on it now. So if he loses again, or doesn't nick a result, it's mad, isn't it? Because when you think about it, I thought, right, did they lose to Burnley? They drew.
The way it was like, I'm waiting to see planes going over.
Yeah,
I'm waiting to see banners going over the ground and everything.
And I agree with Tobias about the new player bounce. I think Ramsdale showing the Ramsdale now of Bournemouth and Sheffield United. We're seeing the real Ramsdale now, isn't it?
He punched it in the net.
We're seeing mistakes after mistakes now with Ramsdale. Like we're seeing it. Tomiyasu's been showing he's looking a bit cranky now.
Don't they call him Tommy Cafu or something?
Yeah. And the thing is, I was watching the AFT TV. I can't remember one of the guys, but he was before the game. He was saying, the game, the Carabao Cup semi-final. Saying, yes, Liverpool there for the taking. I wouldn't be surprised it'd be 3 or 4 there. I was like, these guys just don't learn, and they don't learn. They really don't.
I think that's what kills them, though. It's the hope that kills them.
Yes.
It's the hope that you're dead. But when you keep getting that glimmer of light, and then it just shuts down on you immediately, it's hard, man. It's like trying handle constantly.
The thing is, they're not humble with it. So there's a glimmer of hope. They might think, you know what? They go for the jugular, straight for for the kill.
All out.
And it kills me, like Ben White's just a pretty version of fucking Harry Maguire, bro. There's not much difference between him
and fake tan version.
Fake tan and the lines in his eyebrow and all of that. Yeah, he's just a pretty boy version. He's an Essex version of bloody Harry Maguire.
Oh mate, they're hilarious. They're so funny. It looks like they fell off a cliff again.
I wouldn't feel sorry for them, but it's Arsenal. So. I hope.
You
know what? Arteta reminds me so much of Ole. He'll bring you back in.
Yeah, we do it.
You know what? Yeah, we're here. We're back. And then he's just like, shit. It's still Ole.
Same. Yeah.
Hopefully they give him that new contract like we did Ole.
2 years.
He has got a contract, hasn't he? He's got a new one.
Well, they're talking about 2 years.
Okay, I thought it was a done deal.
Yeah, and they're talking about trying to get Vlahovic from Fiorentina. Like, come on, there's levels to this, and you ain't getting him, bro.
Is it right? Are they actually giving that money though?
They're supposed to be like, but he don't want to come. He don't want to come to Arsenal. Come on, bro. He don't want to come to Arsenal. Like Vlahovic, if he's coming to,
he's the hottest.
Prem, he's coming to the top. He'll go to Man United more than Arsenal. He goes to Man United more than Arsenal.
Yeah, he's like a poor man's Haaland. Whoever don't get Haaland, he's picking him up.
Yeah. I think he'll stay in Italy, and I think he'll go Juventus or something like that. Juventus usually take.
I don't know. He might take over Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? If Conte starts throwing toys at the pram and all that kind of thing.
Conte's not there till Conte's leaving within a year. By the end of by Christmas next year, he's gone.
Cracking a grip now, mate. I'm telling you,
if he doesn't get money this transfer window, and then like it's a sort of issue that he might not get top 4, he's bouncing. He's saying this ain't my fault. He's the first one coming out. This is why Man U didn't get him because he forces your hand. Because if you don't listen, it doesn't matter about the severance money. He's paid already. He's ex-footballer for Juventus. He's managed Juventus, many teams, Chelsea. He's got money.
Yeah. And the thing is, as well, what you're saying, Tobias, it feels like it's American owners. They can't take control. Well, they're Jewish, shouldn't they? Spurs.
Yeah, well, but they was Lewis and
but I think they are Jewish. But it's like you couldn't see Conte being Liverpool manager because he wouldn't have stand for just buying like one player, spending like £35 million in like 2.5 years, where your team's so close to really not dominating but competing on all fronts. He wouldn't have it. He would have taught the things.
If he leaves Tottenham, within 3 years, he'd be Newcastle manager.
Yeah.
Because the problem that we have, like us, you, Arsenal, as you said, we're all American owned.
Yeah.
Difference with Chelsea have got Abramovich, doesn't care about money, doesn't care about the financial aspect of football, just wants to win trophies.
Wants to win.
You got Man City, don't care about the money.
Yeah,
they just want to win trophies.
They want to win. They want to be the best club in the world.
Yeah. They don't care about the money. They're just going to want to win. So we're going to get, before too long, way behind the bunch.
I'm telling you.
Unless we get a tycoon, because you've got clubs that don't care about money, and we care about money. So how are you meant to sort of manage?
The thing is, you just have to buy the youngest and the best at it. Do you know what I mean? Get them now, get them on the cheap.
But the thing is, as well, as fans, we're conditioned because we should be thinking about, this player costs this much. We can't afford him. Like our job is to watch football, innit? Go and buy the players what you're supposed to buy, innit? Like I don't really care about this much money, about this wage structure. Yeah, Salah's the best player on the planet. He wants 400k a week. I don't understand what is hard. Just give him what he wants.
Because it's a domino effect. Like us, yeah. We give Pogba that much money. Then who comes knocking on the door? De Gea. Like, what are you talking about giving Pogba that money? What about me? Do you know what I mean? Then who comes knocking at the door? Martial. I'm the best. Then who comes? Rashford. It's a domino effect.
Fred.
I mean, once you start giving one person that money, better realize that checkbook better come out for everyone.
But Tobias, I hear you, and I think with Pogba, reason being other players will come to knocking down the manager or the chairman's door because Pogba's done nothing in 4 or 5 years and he's getting a massive contract and be the highest paid player. But Salah has been doing this thing. There's no one in Liverpool's team can knock on the door and say, I want same amount as much money as Salah or close to Salah. None of them. But none of them, though.
Mane can talk. Van Dijk can talk. Alisson's got a conversation.
Yeah, but all their men have signed contracts.
But they've signed contracts but Salah might score goals. Yeah. But you still got to remember, it's a team affair. Ronaldo scores goals. So without them integral key members of that squad, Salah's not doing what he's doing. So you got to look at like Trent. Trent is picking up numbers that you'd wish your winger would pick up.
You midfield
assist numbers. You wish. I wish.
I hear you.
Even on an assist level, is picking up them numbers. So you think if I'm a right back and I'm Trent, you ain't paying me. You're mad. I want that money. What? Tell me what right back can give you them numbers.
No, there's none. There's none. No, I hear you. And that's. But as a fan, I just want someone like Salah. That should be so easy to sign. You decide him. He's one of the best players on the planet, best player in the Premier League. You give him what he wants. He deserves it. And the thing is as well, you're talking about other players wanting money, and I understand, and I think you're correct. But what Salah brings in financially, he's like the king of Africa. So the Middle East, he runs the Middle East. It's like how Messi and Ronaldo run the West. He runs the whole of the Middle East. The amount of money they're making off Salah, I don't understand. And I don't want to go to political, but I believe if he was European or Brazilian or Spanish or Portuguese, that contract would have been signed a lot quicker.
Well, you'll see, won't you? Because you've got people like Van Dijk, you've got people like Alisson that at some point. Well, Van Dijk's going to be on his last contract. When did Van Dijk sign his last contract?
Last year. So they've all signed the big boys. Like last year, he signed a contract with Alisson. Alisson signed a 6-year contract. I think Alisson is as big as, tell you the truth, Alisson's as big as Salah because I think he's ridiculous as a goalkeeper. And if we got rid of Alisson, there's no keeper on the planet, in my opinion, Liverpool can go and get. Yeah. But what he does is like at his age.
It's integral to how you play, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. But
it's like Edison at City.
Yeah, you can't get nobody else better. It just suits them, and it's like he suits us. But hopefully, mate, Liverpool sort that out. All right, we'll talk about VAR. There was a few challenges and incidents. I think the first one, what I saw, was on Saturday evening. It was Man City versus Southampton, where I think it was Armstrong's kind of raked down on De Bruyne, and they were looking at it for about 50 times. So I don't know if you lot seen it. It's literally on the side. You don't think it was a red?
No,
bro. He's come round. He's come round.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't think he was one of those attacking player challenges, just foot up nowhere. Come on, no like real malice. You know when there's malice in a challenge. I didn't think there was malice in a challenge.
All right. So, all right. Okay, I hear you. If Xhaka done it now.
Yeah, because he's Xhaka. Send him off.
As soon as you see studs come off the grass.
Send him off.
But I'm saying but that's the thing that's coming with VAR. What you're saying is that I believe if that was Xhaka now, I'm not defending him because he is a clown because he does stuff like that all the time.
He's got that reputation now.
There you go. But it shouldn't be that though.
He shouldn't be that. But unfortunately, he's got a reputation, isn't it? Like Gallagher he wasn't Gallagher. What's his name? Armstrong. It was Armstrong.
Yeah, Armstrong.
Armstrong's not going to have that sort of reputation. Come on, like.
Yeah, it's that intent.
Xhaka's going to have that sort of reputation, and especially sometimes you can get it, isn't it? It's like blaming a police officer for pulling you over when you got a belly on, a hood. Trousers down. You know what I'm saying?
One walking stick. One cracks at 2 a.m.
Do you know what I mean? Where he probably not even doing that, and you got the next man next to him. Probably in a suit, do more nonsense than he is. Yeah, but it's the perception of it, isn't it? Like, it's what it is. So,
but even like I hear what you're saying. I think you're correct. But with even like the other part with VAR, when it was the Jota and Goita, the goalkeeper for Palace, they looked at that about 12 times. You can look at that once. It's never a pen. And it's not like I felt for Palace. Like you take it because it's Liverpool, but. If that was 0-0 now, and Liverpool and it was your team received that, and you was on the receiving end of that incident, it just shows that VAR does work, but the people who run it don't have a clue. They're not football people, because a football player like us who've played football, that's not a pen.
Did everyone? I think everyone agreed with it not being a pen on the actual in the comments.
Yeah, most of them did. I think most of them did. But most of them did.
I think VAR just needs to be used for what VAR needs to be used for at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, it's always going to go back to, it's always going to be opinion based on challenges. You slow anything down, it looks 100 times worse than what it is. Yeah. Like, I think we all debated about which one was it? Which one was it now?
I think the one in Liverpool. Was it Liverpool one? I think it was a Liverpool.
Where the goalkeeper... was it the Edison one? It might have been the Edison one.
Oh yeah, Edison and Odegaard.
Yeah,
and I said a pen. You said didn't. You said no.
So we're always going to debate it. Do you know what I mean? So it's never going to be, regardless of what you have in place, it's never going to be 100% yes, 100% no. So let the ref do what he gets paid to do. Do you know
and just do offsides, and that's it.
Game. Do offsides
and reckless tackles.
and do dangerous and reckless challenges.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then otherwise, let the ref manage the game.
Yeah.
AFCON tackles. I mean, bring it in. Bring it in. But I don't know, your normal. I mean, it looked like it was going to get interesting. The amount of stuff they were letting go from the start of this season. Do you know what I mean? It looked like football was going back old school.
And I like that, though. I like that flow of the game. I like the bit of physical contact to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and you see how quick players get back up when they're not getting the decision.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? You just think, right, yeah, we're going back to football now. But then you've got VAR slowing everything down, as you say. And, you know what I mean, challenges going in like that. You think, maybe, then again. But, I don't know.
And
I
even one that people have thought was bait, like the Ben Godfrey one on Arsenal player. I can't remember what player it was on. I think it was Tomiyasu. And
did he stamp on him?
Yeah, stamp on someone, yeah.
Stamp on someone, yeah.
Like, those clear ones they're not even getting. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Let's just keep it old. Let's just use it for what it's there to do, the offsides and the XYs. Because even people are still arguing about the offsides. People will tell you that Cavani was offside.
That looked offside to me, but it looked offside.
It would bloody look offside.
But the thing is, it did look offside. But I think them type of close decisions need to go by the attacker's favor. You can't be offside with 1 millimeter. Or his armpit, or his toenail,
or pointing when the ball played. Come on, that's what you get coached to do. You get coached to tell, like, come on,
point to where you want the ball.
But then you're offside, so you can't point. What are you meant to do?
It's stupid. It's very subjective. I think as well, it's subjective and it's reputation because I believe as well because it was Jota. If that was Salah or Mane, we don't get that penny. We don't get that penny. I think if that's Ronaldo,
especially if it was Salah,
Man United don't get that penny.
I think if City wasn't running away with the league, you don't get that penny.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be fair. I wouldn't be shocked.
Because Palace was finding openings. Come on, we need to keep this interesting. Right.
We need something to talk about.
Yeah, we need to make sure.
Because the Premier League they've been talking about is the best league in the world. It's the and all the people say, all the other leagues are farmers leagues, but all the other leagues their titles are close. It's to compare. If you look at
over by January, do you know what I mean?
We've got teams going on 12-game winning streaks and that can't beat them, beating teams 7-8-0 and that, and the Premier League's supposed to be that great. Like,
I think I find VAR more frustrating in that regard. In terms of the challenges, I find it way more frustrating than what it is, to be honest.
I just feel consistency, and I know it's different people have different views and.
So you won't get consistency.
So you never get consistency. That's what I'm saying. So if Jota is a penalty, and that stays like that for good, I'm happy with it. So if somebody else does the same thing, it's a penalty. But I guarantee we could go watch whenever the Premier League's on again. Yeah. The same challenge, no foul, and the player will get a yellow card for diving.
Look at yesterday, Oliver Skip. Did he not just who did he wrestle to the ground? Like American Football Challenge to the ground. Was it Aspilicueta?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Like, how is that not a pen? I've seen Harry Maguire do it hundreds of times.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, how is that not a pen?
Wrapped him up.
Yeah,
wrapped him up.
Headlocks and all sorts.
And it's blatant.
What are we doing? I don't get it. And then you're sort of marginalizing a little nick where he gets the ball, but he gets a bit of the come on. Yeah. Wow. It's hard. It's hard.
It's mad. It is mad. Just gonna go 1 minute. Just gonna go to the results of the the scores. So Norwich beating Watford 3-0. Aston Villa beating Everton. Everton are in serious trouble, to be fair. Yeah. They are struggling. And they're in a relegation fight. Wolves winning again. Leeds losing to Newcastle. And I thought Leeds would beat Newcastle. Man United, of course, winning 1-0. Yeah. Southampton, Man City drawing 0-0 with Burnley, Palace 1, Liverpool 3, and Chelsea and Spurs. Chelsea winning, Spurs losing. It is, at the moment, gone.
Well, it's there. Bet like who gets the big job, Hasselhoeter or Potter?
What Everton?
No, who gets a bigger job than what they're in now? Hasselhoeter or Potter? I think Southampton have got decent owners now where they can invest. And I'm not sure.
I think Hasselhoeter is a really good manager. I think Hasselhoeter with good money. I think he'd be decent.
I like him.
I like him. I think he's done well at Southampton. They play good football. They press.
Yeah,
they've got a style of play. And I said, if I was at Everton chairman, he would be on the top of the list. Yeah. I think Graham Potter's stock is high. I think he should have stayed at Brighton
for another couple of seasons.
Yeah, because I think he should be looking at the Tottenham job. I think he should be looking at the Tottenham job because in my opinion, I don't see Conte staying. That will be the next step for him. I think Everton's a sideways move. That don't make no sense. That club's a mess. But I think Potter is a serious manager, and I think if Potter was Portuguese or Spanish, his stock would be even higher.
But Hasselhoeter doesn't really get spoken about that much.
No.
The 9-0 killed him.
Yeah.
The 9-0 to Leicester, I saw dented his rep quite a bit. And I think he had another high-scoring game. Was it against Chelsea?
Yeah. No, it was Man United. Man United.
It was us. Yeah.
8 or 9-0. Is it 8-0? But they got enough. They got 2 9-0s, and you beat them 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I swear it was 9. It was 9 at Old Trafford.
Yeah, it was. I think he did.
It was 9.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was 9 at Old Trafford. But I think he would be excellent for Everton because he does play young players. He gets young players as well. He buys them. They have a system. But I think with Everton, they just in their heads they think they have to get this manager, this superstar type manager, or a manager the fans will get them on their side. But they get Rooney. Rooney's going to end in tears. He's not ready for that type of club. And you can see that happening. Rooney and Big Dunk, manager and assistant manager. You know it's going to end in tears, stuff like that. But
absolute travesty. But in fairness, Rooney stock, Rooney's
high.
Rooney's doing bad at all.
He's doing well.
He's giving Derby hope.
Well, if Derby stay up, he's manager of the year. Manager of the year.
Miracles, man. He's got Curtis Davis.
He's got his friends. They'll say he's got his friends. He's got
Ravel
Morrison. He's got his friends playing for him.
And then Richards. He's
got his friends.
Rossini assistant. Rossini.
Yeah. Wow. And then the thing is as well, any player that plays good for Derby, the other teams just nick him.
Yeah, it's true. Go fishing.
Just fish him in. Oh, you're playing well. We'll take you.
But no one's taking Tom Lawrence though. Tom Lawrence is decent.
Yeah. A lot of clubs have been looking at him. To be fair, he's been around. He's been around
for a while. Tom Lawrence has been putting in his work for a bit.
He's been around. But yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap up there. That was our debate and our session for our channel. If you want to look us up on YouTube, we're at Real Talk Football TV. You can follow us on Twitter down below. It'll be on Twitter right now. It'll be on YouTube a few hours later. 9:06. You got anything to say, Tobias? Anything else to say?
I don't know, man. I'm just thinking, long may United run continue, I say.
And I was just, you know what? Yeah, you just read my mind because I was thinking to myself, I hope you got crash and burn. And that's what I was thinking. I can put that nicely. But forget that.
I'm going to be watching the AFCON to get jokes. And I'm just hoping Salah and Mane don't get rattled and then it come back injured. I hope they both get to the final.
Hey, who was it though? There was there's someone that put Juju on Mane.
Did they? Yeah.
Have a heart attack in that game, yeah.
Oh Stop my God.
He won the games. But imagine his teammate had a heart attack in that game.
Oh my no, this is mad, you know.
Not playing bad. I ain't playing AFCON. That's why Matthew stayed at home. That's why Matthew stayed at home.
Did you see that? I think it was on Sky Sports. I think it was Nigeria versus somebody. And this guy looked like a witch doctor. He was doing some fat guy, he's about 28 stone, doing kick-ups on his head and doing about 50 of them. And he said, and they were asking him what was the score. He said, it's going to be 1-0 Nigeria. It was literally 1-0. I'm telling you, no, I was dying.
There's normally a little thing going on around the goal and everything. They put little fans around there and all them kinds of
It's
material.
I just hope Salah and Mane come out unscathed, boy, because we need them. I hope they get to the final. But yeah, guys, like I said, follow us on Twitter, follow us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. We are Real Talk Football TV, and we are out.